welcome. I am John Harbour, Provost of Purdue University Global. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to our 9th commencement. Unfortunately, Chancellor Dooley was unable to make it, so I am honored to step in for him today. As we all know, 2020 has been a year unlike any other. In the midst of these trying times, I am so glad that today gives us something to celebrate, and our ceremony has been specifically designed to honor you. Even though we cannot be together, I am thankful that this special graduation provides us with a chance to connect from wherever you are watching around the globe. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce Leighton Johnson, who will be singing the national anthem. Leighton is graduating today with a bachelor's degree in healthcare administration.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Leighton, a United States Navy veteran, joins us from Martinez, California. Leighton, thank you for sharing your amazing voice with us. I'd also like to thank the university leaders who have joined me in this celebration. Dr. Jeffrey Buck, Dr. Melissa Birdie, Mr. Michael Lorenz, Dr. Carolyn Nordstrom, and Dr. Sarah Sander. Thank you. I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest, graduates, that while you are amazing, you didn't get to this momentous day on your own. You turned to and leaned on family and friends for encouragement and support throughout your journey at Purdue Global. In a live ceremony, we would normally give our family and friends a big round of applause. But today, if you are with them, turn to them now and show your appreciation. If you're not together, take time today to text, email, or even call them to show your gratitude. We are proud that our Purdue Global student body includes over 5,200 active duty, National Guard, and Reserve military members serving around the globe. Over 1,500 military family members and 3,000 veterans. That's almost 10,000 students affiliated with the military. If you are an active service member or a veteran, thank you so much for your service. Close to 10,000 people have graduated from Purdue Global in just the last year. 50% of you are the first in your family to attend college, and more than 60% of you have a child or other dependent. These numbers shape the individuals who joined you in the classroom and will join you in the workforce. They depict who we are as an institution. We are making a difference. Now, it is my distinct honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Dolan Williams. Mr. Williams was recently in your shoes, graduating from Concord Law at Purdue Global in 2015. While at Concord Law School, Mr. Williams participated in the Trainer Moot Court competition and received Moot Court honors for Best Brief Plaintiff. After earning his degree from Concord Law School, Mr. Williams worked for the law offices of Young, Minnie, and Core, focusing his practice on representing public schools throughout California. In 2017, Mr. Williams left the firm to start his own law practice in civil litigation. Mr. Williams continues to give back to Purdue Global by volunteering with Concord Law School and the Purdue Alumni Association's Board of Directors. Graduates, colleagues, and friends, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Dolan Williams.
Graduates, my name is Dolan Williams, and I'm a graduate of Concord Law School at Purdue Global, class of 2015. I can't begin to describe to you all the honor it is to be able to address you all. So if you're anything like me, over the last 8 or 9 months, you've looked at your phone in the morning and you've asked, what's going wrong in the world today? And your phone looks back inevitably and says, well, everything. So it got me thinking, what is it that any Purdue graduate might be concerned about right now? Some of you may be wondering whether you're going to find a job when millions of people are out of work. And some of you may be wondering whether you're going to put food on the table next month. What I can tell you, though, is that I can give you a little bit of hope from me, but also a little bit of hope from yourself, believe it or not. So part of the reason Purdue Global asked me to do this is not because I'm some special dignitary or a famous person. They asked me to do this because I'm just an ordinary guy that made the most out of his education. You see, before I started with Purdue Global, I was working in Phoenix, and I had a job where my wife and I figured we had enough job security where it'd be fine for her to stay at home with our 3 kids at the time. And this was fine, except that same year that we decided to do that was the same year that our company decided to lay off 700 people. And what made it worse was that after I left that company, I went to a new company, and that company said that we would either have to leave with them with the new state they were planning on going to, or we'd have to quit our jobs. And I'd been on the job maybe all of 3 weeks. So for some of you, I understand the anxiety that might be filling your mind. But what I came to realize those nights that I was wondering whether I'd be able to afford to feed my family, and those nights that I was wondering whether I was ever going to be able to make anything of myself and give my family the things that I always wanted to give them, was that I realized in the end that if I could live through that, then I could live through anything. So now, 1 degree later, I get to run my own law practice. 1 degree later, I have the privilege of working from home, so I don't have a long commute anymore. 1 degree later, I'm able to help people not only through paid work, but also through pro bono work. Basically, I help people stay in their homes that are about to be evicted. And because of Purdue Global, I was able to finally get off the sidelines and get into the game. But I do have one regret. The one regret that I have is that I wish that I could go back and tell myself that things are going to be fine. If I could go back, I would tell myself that there are people that love you and want to see you succeed. If I could go back, I would tell myself just to try to enjoy the moments that I could, because those moments are fleeting and it's never as bad as it seems. So what about you? If you could go back 5 or 10 years, what would you tell that person? You could tell them that you managed to sweat and grind through years of study and discussion questions and papers and tests, and that you would earn a degree. You could tell yourself from 5 or 10 years ago that you'd be earning a degree, but also from a university that's one of the most prestigious in the country. You could go back and tell yourself that you would have something to be proud of on graduation day. But what about your future self? For those of you that may be worried about the future, picture yourself 5 or 10 years from now. What does that future person say to you today? What does that future person look like? Does that future person have another degree? Do they have the corner office? Do they have the job that they always wanted? The self-confidence to say that I'm a Purdue Global alumnus? So think about that, and think about what that person 5 or 10 years from now would turn around and tell you on your graduation day. That person would probably say, you know what? Congratulations. Everything's going to be just fine. But for now, take it from me. Purdue Global graduates, congratulations. Everything's going to be just fine.
Thank you, Dolan, for those inspiring words. And now, our graduates, let me start with some special recognitions. Nationwide, doctoral degrees make up only 2% of the nation's population, and masters make up only 10%. To our doctoral and master's candidates, this is an incredible achievement. Congratulations. We're also proud to recognize graduates who have earned academic honors by achieving high cumulative grade point averages in an associate or bachelor's program. They are noted with an asterisk next to their name in the program. We want to acknowledge graduates who earned cum laude and magna cum laude honors. Congratulations. Finally, we give special recognition to students who have demonstrated exemplary ability and discipline by earning perfect scores in all of their courses at the university. They have earned summa cum laude honors. Congratulations on your amazing achievement. And now it's time for the main event, conferring your degrees. Graduates, I am pleased to present you for graduation. You have been approved by the faculty for a doctorate, master's, bachelor's, associate, or certificate, and your name will appear on the official list of candidates. Congratulations. Please refer to your program to see when your name will be called. Be sure to be watching to see your name, degree, and photo appear on the screen. Then, stay tuned to the end of the ceremony when your degree will be formally conferred. Wherever you are watching, you can join in the celebration by sending a congratulatory text message for everyone to see while names are being called. And when tweeting, make sure to include the hashtag Purdue Global Proud. Graduates, as you are now all Purdue alumni, I encourage each of you to join the Purdue Alumni Association. It is a network of over 500,000 Purdue graduates, and I'm sure you will find many benefits to belonging. And now I present our graduates.
We are honored to be here today and are so proud of your accomplishment. We also apologize in advance if any names are mispronounced. Morvenike Adeoye, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Devin Akins, U.S. Navy, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Donovan Aki, U.S. Army, Associate of Applied Science and Health Science.
Efalua Akinpelu, Master of Public Health.
Ahmed Al-Jalil, Bachelor of Science and Health Science.
Rashada Allen, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Stacy Allen, U.S. Army, Associate of Science and Health Science.
Sharice Allen Fields, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Victoria Allgrove Melendez, Master of Public Health.
Virginia Alvarez, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Brianna Anderson, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Michaela Anderson, Bachelor or Master of Healthcare Administration.
Michelle Anderson, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Waikisha Anderson, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Helena Ansah, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Tina Austin, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Mariana Ayad, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Edrane Baines Pryor, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Quaquita Baker, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Mariama Bengura, Master of Health Informatics.
Tony Banks, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Kara Barnett, U.S. Army, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Michelle Berry, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Justin Bates, U.S. Navy, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Brooke Lynn Baxter, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Kimberly Bean, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Valentina Beaton, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Maravita Bedoya, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Elena Bellin, Associate of Applied Science and Medical Office Management, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Juanita Bell, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Holly Bellamy, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Angel Benjamin, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Tatiana T. Bennett, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Kenya Best, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Sharon Best, Medical Office Administration Certificate.
Kashia Bibbins, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Heidi Billick, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Cheryl Burke, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Christopher Bonner, U.S. Army Veteran, Associate of Applied Science in Health Science.
Meredith Bordelon, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Camille Bostic, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Zachary Bourgeois, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Kimberly Broder, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Antigon Brown, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Frantrice Brown, Master of Public Health.
Jeffrey Brown, Master of Health Informatics.
Sonia Brown, Master of Public Health.
Melissa Brown Caldoron, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Chandra Bryant, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Nicole Burdine, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Anita Bush, U.S. Navy Veteran, Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management.
Megan Byers, Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management.
Caleb Campbell, U.S. Army, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Christina Campbell, U.S. Navy, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Lisa Cancel, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Caitlin Carnavelli Doan, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Adeline Carr, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Elena Casey, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Stephanie Cedillo, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
And Sumana Sise, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Joshua Chambers, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Navjoth Chase, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Victoria Chavez, Master of Public Health.
Nikia Christian, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Jaleesa Shabala, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Anit Cisneros, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Noe Clark, U.S. Navy, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Tina Clark, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Tanya Clayton Pope, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Avia Codnor, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Nora Cole Angerin, Master of Health Informatics.
Sade Coleman, Master of Science in Health Education.
Misty Combs, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Andrew Cope, U.S. Navy, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Alyssa Corbett, Master of Public Health.
Ashley Cornish, Master of Health Informatics.
Providencia Cortez Medina, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Brianna Cox, U.S. Army, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Hunter Crandall, U.S. Navy, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Fatima Crew, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Aaron Cromarty, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Anna Cruz, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Coretta Surreal, Master of Public Health.
Felita Daniel Sakua, Master of Health Care Administration.
David Davis, U.S. Navy, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Ellie Davis, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Jacolaya Davis, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Natasha Davis, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Shaqueen Davis, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Zonita K. Davis, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Riley Delaney, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Jasmine Denson, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management.
Shaquila Denson Wilson, U.S. Navy, Associate of Science.
Epps, U.S. Army Veteran, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Samantha Estorez, U.S. Army Veteran, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Sarah Etter, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Ashley Fabian, U.S. Army Veteran, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration, Science and Health Science.
Amanda Gardia, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Pamela Garside, U.S. Air Force, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Catherine Gary, U.S. Navy Veteran, Master of Public Health.
Krista Gerbruck, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Eric Gerst, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Tanisha Gibson, Master of Public Health.
Naomi Gerke, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Brianna Gilbert, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Ashley Gill, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Anastasia Gilio, U.S. Navy, Associate of Applied Science in Health Science.
Christina Gotzi, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Robert Gonzalez, U.S. Navy, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Tracy Gonzalez, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Brittany Gonzalez, U.S. Army, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Cassandra Gonzalez, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
April Charisse Gorsling, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Desmond Graham, U.S. Army Veteran, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Kelsey Gravitt, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Michelle Grayman Guy, U.S. Navy, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Kyle Grialis, U.S. Army Veteran, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Lillianne Greenleaf, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Anthony Grego, U.S. Air Force, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Alguna Griffin, U.S. Navy, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Bonnie Grimes, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Stephanie Grimes, U.S. Marines, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Jasmine Guardiola, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Jamie Lee Guthrie, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Kendra Gwynn, U.S. Army Veteran, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Jenna Hackard, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Ashley Hales, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
William Hall, U.S. Army Veteran, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Shelby Hamilton, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Amanda Hanshin, U.S. Army Veteran, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Crystal Hansen, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Rose Marie Harden, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Tiffany Hargrave, Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management.
Brittany Harms, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Sarah Harriger Magel, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Jasmine Harris, Master of Public Health.
Jewel Harvey, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Janisa Hawkins, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Carla Hazel, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Danielle Heflin, Master of Science in Health Education.
Mandy Henderson, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Santasha Henderson, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Tiffany Hendy, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Regina Hendrickson, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Tiffany Hester, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Emily Hyatt, Medical Office Administration Certificate.
Adrienne Hibbert, U.S. Army, Associate of Applied Science in Health Science.
Brianna Hibbets, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Shavante Hill, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Stephanie Hill, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Anisha Hills, U.S. Marines Veteran, Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management.
Kendra Holbrook, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Cynthia Hollins, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Samantha Holman, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Felicia A. Holloway, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Shaylin Holmes, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Quante Hopkins, Master of Health Informatics.
Ganika Ori, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Andre Howard, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Angela Howe, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Llewellyn Charisse Howell, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Danara Hubbard, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Aaron Hewley, U.S. Army veteran, Master of Public Health.
Natisha Hunter, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Jewel Hutchinson, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Amber Hyde, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Nancy Iannello, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Jennifer Isidro, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Sonia Jackson, U.S. Army veteran, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Janie Jarrett, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
James Gendrasina, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Denise Chetter, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Morgan Jimenez, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Mariflor Jen, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Janet Joe, Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management.
Leighton Johnson, U.S. Navy veteran, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Renee Johnson, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Richard Johnson, U.S. Air Force, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Stephanie Johnson, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Amanda Jones, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Jordan Jones, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Larissa Jones, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Victoria Jones, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Carlotta Jordan, Master of Healthcare Administration.
April Josephus, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Alvina Josimi, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Lisa Caramel, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Coral Karpinski, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Dylan Carr, U.S. Army, Associate of Applied Science and Health Science.
Jasmine Carr Dotata, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Kelsey Kaler, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Lydia Keller, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Shalaya Kennedy, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Tammy Kennedy, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Helida Kiboma, Master of Public Health.
Aquil King, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Cassandra Knopf, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Thomas Kowalski, U.S. Coast Guard, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Stephanie Kramer, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Carol Lynn Crone, Master of Public Health.
Jennifer Kruger, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Kalita Lane, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Travis Lang, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Ashlyn Lowers, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Audrey Lee, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Shakara Lee, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Michelle Legros, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Gwendolyn Lewis, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Pamela Lindman, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Crystal Lint, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Norma Lizotte, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Maria Long, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Annalisa Lopez, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Lindsay Lopez, U.S. Navy veteran, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Melissa Luna Lechauco, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Carrie Lyons, U.S. Navy, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Christopher McDonald, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Suzanne McNabb, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Roberta Mader, U.S. Air Force veteran, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Sherry Nicole Magno Carlos, U.S. Navy, Associate of Applied Science in Health Science.
Nori Majors, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Kiesia Malcolm, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Jasmine Malone, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Yahidra Manchami, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Sarah Mangan, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Madison Mann, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Lania Mapp, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Asa Marshall, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Ursula Martin, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Andrew Mason, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Candace Masonberg, Master of Science in Health Education.
Misty Mata, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Yarli Mayorga, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Minnie Nicole MacArthur, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Elena McCorvey, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Antoinette McDonald, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Brandon McFarlane, U.S. Navy, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Michelle McCrory, Master of Health Information Management.
Peyton McGuire, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Barcia McIntosh, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Nina McKinney, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Ashley McKnight, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Elizabeth McLaughlin, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Heather McLinn, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Aisha McClellan, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Sophia McConan, Master of Health Informatics.
Ashley Meredith, Master of Public Health.
Kelsey Myers, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Angela Miller, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Amanda Milkowski, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Mary Margaret Misted, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Anna Mitchell, Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management.
Hyanda Mohammed, Master of Health Information Management.
Isabel Montalvo Distel, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Robin Montgomery, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Ria Monson Riaulo, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Brandon Moore, U.S. Navy, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Tamara Moore, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Maria Muspopsite, U.S. Air Force, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Marilyn Morris, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Patricia Pima, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Fatima Mukhtar, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Emily Munson, U.S. Air Force, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Christine Naro, U.S. Air Force, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Lenidra Neal, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Kara Neerkorn, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Katrina Nettles Morgan, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Brandy Neubauer, U.S. Air Force veteran, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Elisa Newman, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Anson Nugent, U.S. Navy, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Jessica Nickel, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Alnisa Nixon, Master of Public Health.
Amy Nolan, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Nina Nolan, Master of Health Information Management.
Shannon Norman, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Martika Northen, U.S. Navy veteran, Associate of Applied Science in Health Science.
Ayani Ocho Pacheco, U.S. Air Force, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Lilia O'Connell Herrera, U.S. Army, Associate of Applied Science in Health Science.
Peter Ocho, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Sonara Oliver, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Taiwo Olifansoa, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Meredith Ortiz, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Anna Pales, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Anthony Panipinto, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Brittany Pangburn, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Amber Parker, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Shartae Parker, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Morgan Parker, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Kiara Parks, Master of Health Information Management.
Janae Partey, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Rebecca Patterson, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Kimberly Patton, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Crystal Payette, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Thera Piad, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Melissa Pinney, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Brittany Pepe, U.S. Air Force veteran, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Delilah Perez, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Marceline Perez, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Joseph Perez Mendez, U.S. Air Force, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Michelle Peters, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Carla Peterson, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Emily Petit, Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management.
Michelle Pizzi, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition Science.
Sandra Phillips, U.S. Army veteran, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Heather Pickard, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Jesse Pierce, U.S. Army, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Latanya Pigford, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Isabel Pianola, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Janelle Plunkard, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition Science.
Lacey Portugal, Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management.
Carmen Posey, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Casey Powell, U.S. Army veteran, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Mary Evelyn Powers, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Daniel J. Puccio, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Bria Redmond, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Rachel Reeder, Master of Public Health.
Demita Rambert, Master of Health Informatics.
Yalen Reyes, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Edson Rezda, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Jennifer Rice, Medical Office Administration Certificate.
Heather Ritter, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Amber Rodriguez, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Aaron Rodriguez, Master of Public Health.
Olivia Rodriguez, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Fidel Rodriguez, Jr., U.S. Army veteran, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Brandy Rory, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Aisha Rochelle, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Annalyn Ross, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Nia Rouse, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Ajay Sankar, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Twyla Saruka, U.S. Army veteran, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Katie Schaefer, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Evelyn Sheriff, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Caitlin Schiller, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Molly Shane, U.S. Army, Associate of Applied Science in Health Science.
Ashley Schumann, Master of Public Health.
Brandon Scott, U.S. Air Force, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Joanna Shannon, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Susan Shawtuck, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Kim Sherrod, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Kiana Simmons, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Dominique Simpson, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Kendra Singletary, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Ebony Singleton, U.S. Army Veteran, Master of Public Health.
Dania Smalls, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Amber Smith, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Carolyn Smith, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Jennifer Smith, Master of Public Health.
Lisa Smith, U.S. Air Force, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Lisa Elaine Smith, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Michelle Smith, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Savannah Smith, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Leanne Snyder, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Risha Suku, Master of Science in Health Education.
Jessica Sorrentino, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Kayla Sosa Jones, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Heather Spence, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Lauren Splitt, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Molly Stanley, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Amanda Steenberg, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Michelle Stevens, U.S. Army, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Jessica Stewart, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Emily Stover, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Amy Strahan, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Siobhan Stubbs, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Marla E. Stuck, U.S. Army Veteran, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Cassandra Stutzman, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Stacy Summers, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Soraya Sarachek, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Amanda Swartz, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Solomon Thabo, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Angela Tarver, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Sharita Taylor, Master of Public Health.
Kagan Taylor, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Tasha Taylor, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Garrett Teets, U.S. Air Force, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Catherine Tahita, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Juanita Terrell, U.S. Army, Master of Public Health.
David Terrell, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Melanie Faye, Medical Billing Coding Certificate.
Amber Thomas, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Shawana Thomas, Master of Public Health.
Stetson Thomas, U.S. Navy, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Sarana Thompson, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Edith Thau, U.S. Army, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Christina Tyndall, Master of Public Health.
Antoinette Toogood, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
London Torres, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Angela Torres, U.S. Army veteran, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Jennifer Trentman, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Sarah Tropness, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Lindsay Truman, Master of Public Health.
Jennifer Umack, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Christine Valdez, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Daryl Valdez, U.S. Army or U.S. Air Force, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Evlon Varjese, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Brianna Vasquez, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Brittany Vasquez, U.S. Navy, Associate of Science in Health Science.
Kelly M. Vaughn Davis, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Barbara Vickers, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Raylan Varick, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Nancy Villamar Rivera, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Christopher Villarreal, U.S. Army, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Leticia Villegas, Medical Assistant Certificate.
Brandy Virchow, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Jackie Vukobradovich, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Nicole Waddell, Master of Healthcare Administration.
Viviana Waldrop, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Michelle Walker, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Sharita Walker, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Shelby Walker, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Ashley Walters, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Billy Wangu, Master of Health Informatics.
Shante Ward, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Tiffany Washington, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Eva Waters, U.S. Army veteran, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Jessica Welliver, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
August Wells, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
John Wick, U.S. Navy, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Tatiana Williams, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Cynthia Wilson, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Sonia Winford, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Sion Woldesay, Master of Health Informatics.
Tiana Woldseth, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Ashley Woods, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Alicia Worthen, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Megan Wozniak, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Paige Wright, Bachelor of Science in Health Science.
Taylor Wright, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Cornelius Weish, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Sarah Yassin, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
Stacy Youngs, Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness.
Neoe Ziegler Holman Sognovia, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration.
Monica Ziliox, Medical Billing, Coding Certificate.
Christabel Adameko, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Patience Afetor Price, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Ijeome Agotu, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Justina Nekinchere Aniale, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Iris Baez, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
April Beach, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Renee Baldwin, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Jacqueline Bear, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Brianna Catrice Bell, Adult Gerontology Acute Care Nurse Practitioner, Postgraduate Certificate.
Joviales Borges, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Leah Boss, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Nicholas Bowman, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Rachel Brooks, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Sarah Bruno, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Taylor Boyle, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Danielle Carlson, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Olivia Carson, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Ka-U Chan, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Jessica Cheney, Master of Science in Nursing, Adult Gerontology, Acute Care, Nurse Practitioner.
Elaine Zeus, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Brianna Clifford, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Rashonda Collins, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Elizabeth Cote, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Michelle Kraft, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Crystal Daybone, U.S. Army, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care, Postgraduate Certificate.
April Dembois, U.S. Army Veteran, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Mary Chu David, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care, Postgraduate Certificate.
Harriet Davidson, U.S. Army Veteran, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Arlia Davis, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Kelly Davis, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Donette Diston, Master of Science in Nursing, Executive Leader.
Corin Dixon, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Anna Detkiewicz, Master of Science in Nursing, Executive Leader.
Chelsea Dougal, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Brittany Durst, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Ashley Dwyer, U.S. Army Veteran, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Deborah Elings, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Cheston Ellis, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Cara Everts, Master of Science in Nursing, Executive Leader.
Catherine Fires, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Tammy Gale, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Megan Gezin, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Andrea Gibson, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Kristen Glasgow, Master of Science in Nursing, Nurse Educator.
Jessica Glintz, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Caitlin Gress, Associate of Science in Nursing.
Sylvia Gunn, Associate of Science in Nursing.
Cher Habana, Master of Science in Nursing, Executive Leader.
Sabrina Harris Walden, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Hope Hardig, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Ebony Hawkins, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Jenny Hensley, Associate of Science in Nursing.
Sarah Height, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Elizabeth Hobson Powell, USPHS Commission Corp, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Mallory Hoover, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Marla Hoshin, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Tiffany Howard, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care, Postgraduate Certificate.
Stephanie Jacobson, Master of Science in Nursing, Nurse Educator.
Brianne Jager, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Jocelyn Java, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care, Postgraduate Certificate.
Kelly Jones, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Veronica Jones, U.S. Army Veteran, Master of Science in Nursing, Nurse Educator.
LaShante Joyner, Master of Science in Nursing, Executive Leader.
Matthew Jurdek, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Jeremy Kaup, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Rajwinder Kaur, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Megan Kimball, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Jana Kinning, Associate of Science in Nursing.
Tamika LaCroix, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Amy Lanford, Master of Science in Nursing, Nurse Educator.
Emily Leo, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Tees Lopez, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Maria Laura, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Mackenzie Main, Associate of Science in Nursing.
Alicia Mao, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Rachel Martins, Master of Science in Nursing, Executive Leader.
Megan May, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Halima Maynard, Master of Science in Nursing, Nurse Educator.
Fantas Bethia, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Kemper McCauley III, Master of Science in Nursing, Executive Leader.
Margaret McRae, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Barbara Meadows, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Jennifer Michaud, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Tammy Miguel, U.S. Navy Veteran, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Kadeen Meach, Master of Science in Nursing, Adult Gerontology, Primary Care, Nurse Practitioner.
Marcia Mingo, Master of Science in Nursing, Nurse Educator.
Christina Means, Master of Science in Nursing, Nurse Educator.
Danielle Moore, Adult Gerontology, Primary Care, Nurse Practitioner, Postgraduate Certificate.
Patricia Nabel, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Rodney Nacone, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Ejome Wanabo, Adult Gerontology, Acute Care, Nurse Practitioner, Postgraduate Certificate.
Anthea O'Brien, Master of Science in Nursing, Executive Leader.
Magdalena Paglia, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Bianca Palmer, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Randy Pipes, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Paola Camille Ponce, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Kimberly Blythe Kyan, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Catherine Shane, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Chastity Supersede, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Irma Joy Schrum, Master of Science in Nursing, Nurse Educator.
Eileen Grace Sims, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Jorik Mikhail Sison, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Dira Soria, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Brittany Spugnardi, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Aaron Suoski, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Katie Sutton, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Lauren Tabaris, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Melanie Tiabo, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Takesha Thomas, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Ashley Tippins, Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Linda Todd, Master of Science in Nursing, Adult Gerontology Acute Care, Nurse Practitioner.
Prisma Tolentino, Master of Science in Nursing, Adult Gerontology Acute Care Nurse Practitioner.
Alexandra Townsend, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Charo Medroso Vitug, Adult Gerontology Acute Care Nurse Practitioner, Postgraduate Certificate.
Kelsey West, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Angela Westover, U.S. Army Veteran, Master of Science in Nursing, Nurse Educator.
Megan Wissing, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care.
Letitia Wright, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Shelby Yant, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. And congratulations to the 2020 graduates.
Congratulations, graduates. I have 3 final pieces of advice. During your time at Purdue Global, you strengthened your ability to learn. Don't let that strong and hard-won learning muscle weaken. Whether in a formal setting or on your own, keep learning for the rest of your life. Second, in these tumultuous times, be kind. Finally, be safe. And now, I have the great honor of taking formal action to confer your degrees. On the recommendation of the faculty of Purdue University Global, with the approval of the Board of Trustees, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Indiana, I confer upon each of you the certificate, associate's, bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree as you have been designated, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations that pertain thereto, and of which your diploma shall forever be the testament. Graduates, you may now change your tassel to the left side of your cap. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present the 2020 graduating class of Purdue University Global.